Welcome back to Strength, Strategy, and Mindset. This is day number 65. I'm Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for Endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. And I am glad that you are here as we continue working on consistency, continue working on our circuit, continue building a better version of ourselves. And that's what Limitless Living says, that we're not allowing anything to prevent us from doing what we need to do. We're showing up with our best selves, our best health, and our best plans. This week we are once again continuing that trek on being consistent, being in the space, working through the routines, adjusting the routines, tweaking them so that we can keep going and become successful in our MOVE campaign. Remember, we're talking about metabolic optimization via exercise, and one of the components, one of the arms of that is the strength training that we're doing. Last week, we concentrated on the core. We're continuing that this week, and we are intensifying by going directly into some of the reps. Last week, actually several weeks, we've now been doing separate reps. And this week we've talked about and we've gone through where we're getting into those reps a lot faster, a lot more quickly to be able to increase that time under tension. So let's go ahead and let's hop into our warm-up. Remember, our warm-up is designed to increase our blood flow, increase our heart rate, get the temperature in our body up, and to get those joints, those muscles moving and ready for what we're going to be doing further in our circuit. So let's go ahead and get our dumbbells, and we will start with our arm twists. We'll do 10 of those, 10 forwards and 10 backwards. If you have dumbbells, you can use those. If you don't, you can just do isometric versions where you're just using your arms. So let's go ahead and get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then backwards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And as we're doing all of this, remember we're activating the core. The core is that part right behind the belly button is what we're going to be tightening up. Just like when you're taking a picture, someone says, "Hey, say cheese," and you pull that stomach in. That's what we're talking about. Let's go ahead over to our door frame, and we're going to do our cross body leg swings. 10 on each leg with a 5 count as we go from left to right. And I'm holding the dumbbell in my hand because my body is going to be slightly off balance, right, depending on which arm I'm using. But then my body, my nervous system has to keep track of that and try to get me back in balance. Right? Hold another. All right, here we go. And so remember, this we're just using for support. We're not leaning on it. All right, there we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 10. Switching to the other side. Same thing, cross body leg swing. And we're going to do a 5 count as we go from left to right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 10. Let's go ahead and get those dumbbells again. And we're going to do our forward reach. Remember, you can do this also with isometric version, which is, let me put this down for a second. And you are simply, you've got that core activated, feet shoulder width apart, and you are reaching forward and you are stretching and you're imagining reaching beyond the fingertips as you are reaching forward. And we're tightening up those arm muscles, right? So those biceps. We're tightening up the chest muscles. We're tightening up the muscles in the shoulders. We've got the core activated. We've got the glutes, right, tight. And so we are engaging all of those muscles. And that's the idea, time under tension. Now I'm going to do that same process, but I'm using the dumbbells to give additional weights, additional tension. We're going to do 10 with a 5 count at the front. So let's go ahead and get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and back, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 9, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that gives us our 10. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to do our high knee marches. Remember, the goal here is to get those knees as high as possible. And we're going to do a 1-2 count. So 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. And we're doing this for 60 seconds. And we're keeping that count going. We're getting our heart rate go up, get that blood flowing, get the temperature. And you'll start feeling the temperature going up in your body, starting from the lower extremities as we do that. Once again, I'm using dumbbells. You don't have to do the dumbbells. You could do a modified version. Let's go ahead and get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get those legs up, get those knees up. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Get that count, keep that count going. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2. 30 seconds more. 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Feel that temperature increasing. Right, that breath is getting a little shallower. 1, 2, 1, 2. Keep that core going. Keep that core activated. All right, another 15 seconds. 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Ready for that last 10 counts? 10 seconds. Here we go. And 10, and 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo. Yeah, I felt the temperature going up. Oh, yes. So let's go ahead and we'll get down to the floor and we'll do our pelvic or hip tilts. And here we're doing our pelvic tilts. So feet flat on the ground, right? About a shoulder width apart. And what we're doing is we're tilting those hips up. And the goal is to get your bottom, get your lower back high enough so that you can get a fist width, fist height under you when you're lifting. Okay, so I'm going to do 10 of those with a 5 count as we tilt the hips, okay? Let's go ahead and get started. And I usually put my hands, my palms straight on the ground. You can do that if you want to, and you'll see me periodically putting my fist under me to make sure that I'm getting the right height. All right, so here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and down, and you're activating that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're activating the core as we're doing this, and you're pushing up with the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4, and down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 7. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that gives us our 10. Okay? Let's go ahead and get to our bench, and we'll do our dumbbell presses as we get there. So let's go ahead and all right. So let's go ahead and get these gloves back on, and we'll grab our dumbbells and get into the presses. And we're going to try here to go pretty quickly from one set to the next. Definitely as we get from set 1 to set 2. And as we did last time, we went directly to set 3. This time we're going to take a little break between sets 2 and 3. That will give us about 16, sorry. Give us 16 in the first 2 sets together, and then we'll have 8 in the last set. So that's what we'll plan to do as we move through our circuits tonight. All right, here we go. And we're going up and down, and right, and we're doing a 2 count on the way down, and 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, up, 1, 2, that's 4, up, 1, 2, that's 5, up, 1, 2, that's 6, up, 1, 2, that's 7, up, 1, 2, that's 8, go into the second set, up, 1, 2, that's 1, up, 1, 2, that's 2, up, 1, 2, that's 3, up, 1, 2, that's 4, up, 1, 2, that's 5, up, 1, 2, that's 6, up, 1, 2, that's 7, up, 1, 2, and that gives me our 8. All right. And so notice as I've been doing this, and you see the last couple of episodes, that I've been trying and tweaking different things. You'll see me holding the dumbbells a little differently. You may see me shifting my weight a little differently. In this case, I'm keeping the dumbbells when I come down so that my arms, right, are parallel to the ground as opposed to dropping them further, right? So I can keep that tension on these muscles, right, at this point as opposed to going down this way. So different tweaks that we want to do, and to make sure that we are getting the maximum benefit and targeting the specific muscles that we want to affect. Let's go ahead and get into that last set. And ready? And up. And 1, 2. Up. 1, 2. Up. 1, 2. Up. 1, 2. That's 4. Up. 1, 2. That's 5. Up. 1, 2. That's 6. Up. 1, 2. That's 7. Up. 1, 2. That's 8. Awesome. All right, let's go ahead and get these down. Back on the rack. And we're going to do our seated knee extensions. Remember, 10 count alternating each leg with a 5 count when we actually do the extension, and we're trying to lift that leg as high as we possibly can. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and down. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and that's 10. All right. We're going to move to our curl and presses. Let's go ahead and get those dumbbells. And once again, we are going directly from the first set as quickly as possible to the second set with a break between the second and third set. All right? And here we go. And we got the core activated. We've got the feet shoulder width apart. And we're lifting. And up, twist, up, down, twist, lower. Up, twist, press, down, twist, 2. Up, twist, press, down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Keep going for the second set. Here we go, ready? And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 1. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 2. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. All right, so I'm going to get this down. Ooh. And take a bit longer break between the second and third set. Yeah, so I felt that. You should be feeling that. And you notice that as I was doing that, I came up to about here. Usually we're going all the way up, and then from here going up. So this time I came right about here, twist around, right, and then went up. So that gives me additional tension to right here, right? So as I go higher, then I'm not really getting a whole lot more, right? So up to about there, keep those muscles tense, twist around, and then go from here, okay? So that's what you saw me doing. They're modifying as we go. All right, ready? Let's get into that last set. And here we go again. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 1. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 2. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 3. Up, twist, press, and down, twist, 4. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 5. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 6. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 7. And up, twist, press, and down, twist, 8. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Yeah, I was feeling that in the pecs, feeling that in the biceps. All right, let's go ahead and we're gonna move to our squats. So let me get my kettlebells and get my dumbbell. And we'll do the 3 different kinds as we have been doing. Isometric, dumbbell, and then the kettlebell. And the idea here is that you can use different forms of this, right? So I wanted to show using different methods to do those squats. All right, so we'll start with the isometric version of our squats. So feet a little wider than shoulder width apart. And we are pressing against our palm against each other. We're gonna bend like we're sitting and then go all the way down as we bend the knees. And we're not waiting down there, we're just gonna go down and come back up, okay? And then we'll go directly from this into the second set, long enough to get that dumbbell. And let's go ahead and get started. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. We get the dumbbell and kind of same posture. And let's get to it. Ready? Here we go. And 1, and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And then we're going to take a little longer break before we get to the kettlebells. So as we're going through this week, right, kind of a recap week, a week working on tweaking, as you see me tweaking different exercises, week working on remembering our core, activating that, making sure that we continue to have the routine going, right? This circuit that is now, should now be very, very second nature to you as you're moving through the different sets, right? Moving through the different exercises. So we want to make sure that this is something that is in your psyche, something that's in your schedule, something that's in your normal activity. So this is not an extra thing. This is not a different thing. This is not something that we're going to do next week. This is not something that we do for 30 days. This is not something that's a challenge, but it is now a part of who we are. It is a part of our metabolic optimization. Here we're doing, via exercise, but if you've been following the Limitless Living Health Action Plan, this is an integral part of it. This is one of the pillars. So if you've not been watching us, following us on on the channel for our shows, make sure you're doing that, because this is a component of everything that we do there. All right, here we go, here we go. Let's go ahead and same kind of posture, feet shoulder width apart, a little wider actually. And our dumbbells, we're gonna act like we're sitting and then go down. Ready? Here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8. All right. Get that down, grab the dumbbells as we move to our hammer curls. Put those down and just get a little bit more rest between that last set and this. And we're going to do, as we've been doing, from the first to second set pretty rapidly, and then a little longer break between the second and third sets. Ready? So feet shoulder width apart. Activate that core. We're going to bring the dumbbells up to the opposite shoulder. You can do that relatively quickly and then slow on the way down. All right, and here we go. And up and down and up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2, up and down, up and down. That's 3, up and down, up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down, up and down. That's 7, up and down and up and down. That's 8. Keep going. Second set, up and down and up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2, up and down, up and down. That's 3, up and down, up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down, up and down. That's 7, up and down and up and down. That's 8. All right. A little longer break between this set and the next. Just long enough to remind you that we want to make sure that you are working on the second component of the MOVE campaign, that is the walking. So metabolic optimization via exercise. We've got our strength training going here, the walking, don't want you to neglect that. We'll be doing an episode here, is that tomorrow? The next episode we'll be doing where we are actually walking, out walking, to remind you that it is part of the process as well. We don't want you to forget about that. We did a 100-day walk to consistency. We got into this one. We did an episode of walking early in this series. We're going to come back and we're going to do that and give some more emphasis to the idea that we need to continue that as well. Okay, let's get to that next set. And here we go. And up and down, up and down. That's 1, up and down, up and down. That's 2, up and down, up and down. That's 3, up and down, up and down. That's 4, up and down, up and down. That's 5, up and down, up and down. That's 6, up and down, up and down. That's 7, up and down, and up and down. That's 8. All right. Let's get these down, and we're going back to the floor, and we're going to do our dead bugs. And the idea with our dead bugs is that we have arms pointing at the roof. We've got our back as flat as possible. We're going to lift our legs so that our calves are parallel with the floor. And we're going to extend our arms and legs, the opposite. So right arm, left leg, and then left arm, right leg, okay? We're going to do 10 of these. Let's go ahead and get started. And here we go. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and 7, and 8, and 9, and 10. All right. All right, so let's go ahead and get our dumbbells, and we'll do our lateral raises. And as always, activating the core, pulling that belly button in a little bit. Get our feet shoulder width apart. And this one we're not going to count as we normally are. I'll probably tell you what maybe I'll do when I get to 7, or you'll just hear me say that second set. So we're moving into the second set. And then we'll take a longer break between sets 2 and 3. So 1 to 2 will go pretty rapidly, maybe a pause, but we will take a break between sets 2 and 3. Ready? And here we go. And up, and down, 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 and up, and down. We're starting our second set. Here we go. Ready? And up, and down, 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 up, and down, up, and down. And one more in this set. One more. Come on, there we go. Let's go. And up, and down. All right, all right. Oh, and we'll take a break there. So with that, those last 2 reps. Last 2 reps in that set. All right, all right, all right. So good. Strength, strategy, and mindset. Strength, strategy, and mindset. I had someone ask me, why did I name the series that, Strength, Strategy, and Mindset? And if you remember when we did the 100-day walk to consistency, as I was thinking, actually before any of the series, as we're going through the path, okay, what is the path looking like? What is going to be the journey that we're going to be on? And, you know, we've been doing Limitless Living on the show. We did, of course, New Year, New You in the last season, Limitless Living as we moved into this season. And the thing that just kept coming back to my mind was this idea of consistency, right? So So consistency. So let's develop some consistency. Let's get something routine. And that was the 100-day walk to consistency. And then the bridge to mastery is how do we apply that, and what is the thing that was going to be the thing that we carried with us into the next series. And so as I thought, well, what comes after consistency? Once we've shown that we're able to be consistent, once we've shown that we're able to stay with it, that we are willing to do what it takes, then what we've got to do, as we think about our body, we want to get the body stronger, right? So how do we get the body stronger? So we're working out, right? So we're doing the strength training. And then there had to be a strategy. And you guys will recognize that a strategy, right, the underlying strategy that we've been using as we went through the series going through the series is this idea that the things that we do, we want to make them as automatic as possible. We want it to become a part of us. We want it to be not something that we've got to think about doing. And you'll see the circuit that we've been doing, the workout that we've been doing, the order that we've been doing it has been consistent because I wanted to drill it in. So strength, and that's the strategy. And it takes a change in our mindset for us to be able to do the things we want to do, because the vision, the lenses through which we see things is so important. So strength, strategy, and mindset. So now you have the inside scoop. Let's go ahead and let's start on that last set. And feet shoulder width apart. Activate the core, and let's go. And up, and down, 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 and one more, and up, and down. Awesome, awesome. All right. Let's get these down and grab our weights, dumbbells, so we can get started with our balance. Balance, balance, balance. Now you've heard me talk about balance, and balance, there's so many ideas that we can talk about, but the simplest one that I want you to get, and I want you to kind of remember, because everything else rests on this, is that if I'm going to be successful, if I'm going to be able to do long term the things that I need to do, I got to have, and I'm always striving for balance. I'm always looking to make sure that I'm paying attention to the things that are essential. That's why when we did our series, we talked about the domains of health. The domains of health are those things that if we pay attention to them, if we make sure that they are getting the appropriate amount of attention and work and resources, then that wheel, and it is a wheel, that wheel takes us into our lives successfully. And here in this space, balance is important. Can you imagine if I was off balance and trying to do some of the things that we're doing here? Or I didn't try to get back in balance, as you saw when I was doing the cross-body leg swing, right? It would be easy to fall off there. Or even as we were doing the curl and presses, right? So as I'm going up, if I'm off balance, right? So something can fall on me, I can fall over. As I'm doing the squats, right? Balance is important. So balance in your life is important. Now, I'm going to put an asterisk right here that says just because you're off balance, though, does not mean that you stop. In the middle of whatever it is you're doing, you are trying, you are working on, you are attempting to get into balance, but at the same time, you are doing what you can and what you need to do to continue the process that you are working on. Okay? All right. There's a whole another concept. So you'll see that again. You'll hear that again. So let's go ahead and grab the dumbbells. And we're going to do 10 reps of this, alternating each leg with a 5 count between the switch. Ready? And here we go. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. and switch. 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 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 4. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 5. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 6. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 7. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8. Sorry, yes, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 9. Switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And back the other way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that's our 10. Awesome. All right, so let's get these down. And just like we spend time warming up, and just like we spent time tweaking and adjusting as we went through the circuit, we want to spend time now as we cool down. Our muscles have been working. There has been resistance. There has been tension as we've continued working through that process. Sometimes our breath was a little shallow as we were doing various exercises. And now we want to expand those lungs. We want to get that fresh oxygen. We got to get that life-giving oxygen into the body so that those muscles can begin rejuvenating. And then we want to breathe out the carbon dioxide, because as we're breathing shallow, we're not getting all the oxygen in, but we're also not getting the carbon dioxide that's coming from the lactic acids that's building up and being converted into a gas so we can breathe it out. And so here in this space, we get to do that. We get to breathe in the life-giving oxygen and breathe out the carbon dioxide that's building up. The other thing that we get to do here is we get to talk about a very important concept. And that concept is the idea of grounding. Grounding. We talked about balance a little while ago. Well, balance does not go well if we don't have a firm foundation. Yeah? So if your foundation is shifting, if it's soft and it gives way when you stand on it, then balance becomes difficult. And so not only do we want balance, but we also want to make sure that we are grounded. And the idea of grounding here is that I am on the floor here. And for all the exercises that I did, that I needed balance, I needed the floor, I needed this ground, I needed this space to be level, I needed to be solid, so that when I do my squats and I'm pushing up because I'm generating energy and I'm transferring that energy from the lower part of the body through the core to the upper part of the body, can you imagine if I did that and the floor below me gives way? Yeah, so all of that power now goes in that direction. So I need the floor, I need the ground to be strong, and I need the ground to be solid. And what that means is, this is a metaphor, it's a reality here, but it's also a metaphor in your life. It is a trigger in your life. It is one of those things that you can use as a jumping off point. So you're in a situation that doesn't seem to be going well, that seems off balance, that you're not quite sure what to do. Find a piece of ground, plant your feet, and in your mind, as you do that, you say, okay, this is it. This is where I am starting. I'm balanced here. I'm grounded here. There's a firm foundation. And from here, I'm capable of doing anything. I'm capable of adjusting. I'm capable of learning. I'm capable of pivoting. I'm capable of tweaking. I'm capable of anything right now because I'm grounded. There's solid foundation below me. I am capable. If you're outside, go ahead and take your shoes off. You can feel the grass. You can feel the dirt, the earth under your feet. If you're at the beach, feel that through running through your toes. But understand that anytime you're in a situation, you're in a conversation, you're in a project, you have some anxiety about the future, you have some worry about the present, you have some depression about the past. Any of that, let's find a piece of ground. Plant your feet and say, okay, this is where I'm starting. This is it right here. It's me and you, life, because I'm making the decisions. I'm not allowing life to make the decision anymore. I'm not allowing any other person to make the decisions. I'm not allowing any situation to make decisions, because my feet are planted. My feet are planted right now. And come on, I'm ready for you. I'm ready for your life. Come on, let's do it. And as we're here in this space, I want you to imagine all the tension, all the worry, all the stress, everything that's been built up, all that carbon dioxide, the lactic acid that's in us, that the friction, the resistance that's been going on. Now our body is cooling down. The muscles are relaxing. I'm taking in those big, deep breaths. And I'm just imagining all of those emotions, all of that tension, all of the things that are built up in me, just draining from my head into my face, into my jaw, into my neck. It's draining, it's moving, it's moving. It's in my shoulders now. It's in my upper chest. It's in my lower chest. It's in my upper abdomen, my lower abdomen. It's moving, it's moving, it's moving, it's going down. It's in my hips. It's in my quads. It's in my hamstring. It's in my knees. It's moving further down in my shins, in my calf muscles, in the ankles. It's in the feet now. It's in the soles of my feet. And I'm pushing it, pushing it, pushing. I'm pushing down. I'm pushing it out. It's just draining out of me. And I feel those muscles relaxing. I feel my mind relaxing. I feel the growth that's happening. I feel the strength that's here. I feel the foundation, the balance that's just come into me because I've pushed all of that stuff out of me because I am on solid foundation. And now we're breathing. We're expanding our lungs. We're bringing in that fresh oxygen. And we're breathing out that carbon dioxide. I'm breathing in positivity. I'm breathing out negativity. I'm breathing in those positive words, that positive talk, self-talk, and I'm breathing out the negative self-talk. I'm breathing in the inner coach and I'm breathing out the inner critic. I'm breathing in success and I'm breathing out failure. I'm breathing in self-confidence. I'm breathing out self-doubt. In and out. My mind is relaxing, just like my muscles are now relaxing. The temperature of my body is going down. And we're going to do it breathing in and breathing out, in through the nose and out through the mouth. We're going to do that 5 times. In through the nose and out through the mouth. And on the 5th time, we're going to breathe in and we're going to hold it for 5 count. And then breathe out. Ready? Here we go. And breathing in and breathing out. And breathing in and breathing out. And in through the nose and out through the mouth. In through the nose and out through the mouth. On this last time, we're going to breathe in and hold it. In. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And breathing out. You feel that calm. You feel that relaxation. You feel the temperature going down. You feel the worry draining away. That oxygen. Beautiful. And here it is, y'all. Let me grab my hat. Let me grab my hat because you've done it one more time. As they say, one more again. 65 days. 65 moments that you push through. 65 times you've made a decision that I'm important. 65 pieces of data in your data bank. 65 points of reference. 65 pieces of evidence. 65 times you've said yes to yourself. You've said yes to your health. You've said yes to your success. 65 lines in your I Can journal. Yeah. 65 times you can look back and say, I'm not sure what you're thinking about, inner critic, but look at what's going on. Listen to my inner coach. I can show you 65 places where I've succeeded. 65 times that I have chosen to not let scheduling, frustration, imbalance, anybody else, any conversation, any anxiety, any depression. 65 times I've said, I'm not going out like that. And that, after all, is what limitless living says. It says that I am not allowing anything from outside of me or anything from inside of me to prevent me from doing what I need to do. I am breaking through the boundaries. I'm breaking through the barriers. I'm pushing through the obstacles. I'm getting out of the restraints. And I am presenting and showing up with my best self, my best health, and my best plans. And I am going to be successful. So go live a limitless life. I'm so excited and so proud of you. This is Dr. Dwain Woode. That's Wood with an E. The E stands for endocrinology. Here I educate, I empower, and I encourage you to take charge of your health and your life, avoid complications, and go to the next level. We're creating the life we've always wanted. I'll see you tomorrow for day number 66 of Strength, Strategy, and Mindset.